raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feed program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director.
Good evening and welcome to Bentonville West Arena. We're having some audio difficulties, so bear with us as the Wolverines miss the shot, going back up, no good. And that will be Chandler Perry, who will go to the line to shoot 2 as the Wildcats pick up the foul. Already the second team foul on the Wildcats here to start. As the first free throw good from Perry. The Wolverines will strike first. Foul goes to Maya Haney. That's her second already. 2 fouls on the star sophomore for the Lady Wildcats that will follow that as the game progresses. Jazz MacArthur dribble in 3, no good. As that one goes off the foot of a Wolverine. MacArthur on the floor. The possession arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats and will stay on their end. Ayani Henry set to check in for Maya Haney with the 2 fouls. Campbell will inbound on a line set for the Lady Wildcats. Gets inside MacArthur. Now Henry looking for Owens. Owens gets the touch inside. Fadeaway jumper. Back of the iron, no good. Madison Campbell with the rebound. Back up, MacArthur tries her hand at another. Gets back of the iron again. Owens inside, double teamed. Weaving through, gets to MacArthur. She'll go up, redeems herself with the 2. And gets her first points of the night. 1 of 3 is MacArthur. 2 points on the board for the Lady Wildcats as they get into the pressure full court. McKinley Campbell tips the ball out of bounds. Will stay with the Wolverines on the sideline. 6:42 left to go here in the first quarter. Wolverines get it in bounce. That's Cruisenberry. Cruisenberry tries to get to the right side, looking for the post up down low from Ford. They get it inside to Ford. The help defense there for the Lady Wildcats. Madison Campbell with the strip. Looking to push. In transition, 2 to beat, goes up and is fouled on the play. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Wildcats. .6:23 left to go in the first quarter. 2-1 our score. Madison Campbell looking to add a pair to the scoring column as she misses the first. That's the commentator's jinx. It's very, you can trust it, is what I'll say on that one. Haney out of the game. She averages about 5 for the Lady Wildcats and is just a lot more than just 5 points for them. Jazz MacArthur with the steal, the senior with 4 early points for the Lady Wildcats. You want to see her get going early, and she does so right there. Her and Madison Campbell have all 5 of the 5 points. That timeout assessed to the Wolverines. Coach Ryan Johnson will take the timeout. If you're wondering why that's a little different than maybe if you watched basketball last year, Ryan Johnson, first-year head coach for the Bentonville West Wolverines from Valley Springs. If you're wondering why that sounds familiar, Coach Jenkins was from Valley Springs as well. Coach Jenkins being hired as Lady Wildcat head coach in 2018, and her predecessor at Valley Springs was Coach Johnson. So this is a pair of coaches that are from the exact same previous school. Coach Johnson inheriting this program from Coach Hargrove from last year. 6:03 left to go in the first quarter. 5-1 our score. You see the Lady Wildcats this year, they have a new kind of approach to their team. They like to push the pace. They like to push the tempo. You're not going to see a lot of time left on that shot clock if they are playing to the pace they are playing, especially in that Rogers game as they look to really push. They had all 5 starters in double digits in that ball game. And the question is with the Lady Wildcats, can they get bench production as well? Ayani Henry does a lot for them, not necessarily in the points column, but can they get Davenport going? Can they get Rojas going? And that could be a dangerous depth for them. Ford inside against Henry, sends back out. Cruisenberry, 3 up, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. She's got 3-on-1 situation. Goes inside to Madison Campbell. She gets bumped and 1. Add it to the scoring column for Madison Campbell. So go to the line to shoot one for the old-fashioned three-point play. 7-1 our score, 5:39 left to go in the first. Madison Campbell looking to tie Jazz MacArthur with 4. As she misses back the iron again, Owens tries for the rebound. That will go to the Wolverines. Down by 6 are the Wolverines with the ball in the full court. Gets it inside to Cruzenberry, now over to Passett. Stolen away, Madison Campbell on the floor. Now on the floor again, a lot of scuffles in the full court so far, a lot of deflections from both teams on the ball. The arrow will favor the Wolverines and will stay with them still on that side of the court. That's where the Lady Wildcats, they thrive. If they can keep you on that side of the court, which they have done a good job here to start, they can really turn up the pace by not letting you get set in the half court. Gandy to inbound. Gets inside Cruzenberry. The sophomore guard will do the point guard responsibilities here for the Wolverines. Gives it back up. Gandy in the corner looking inside for Ford. 5'11" is Ford. That one no good. Pushing it away, McKinley Campbell. She's the point guard and the leader of this squad at only sophomore. She was a freshman phenom, then sophomore sensation. McKinley Campbell. I guess her ears were burning on that one as she sinks down the 3 and puts the Wildcats up by 9. Pressuring the ball now with the double team thrown out of bounds, and that will go back to the Wildcats. Substitutions here for the Wolverines. Way and Sarter will come into the game for Bentonville West. This is the second game of conference play. Wildcats 1-0 against Rogers on Saturday. They will take on Fayetteville on Friday. Madison Campbell, top of the key, gives up Owens. 3, up 3. Doesn't hit the rim, goes the other way for Bentonville West. It was not a perfect shooting night for Brooklyn Owens the other day at Rogers. Still did a lot more on the defensive end. Still got some gimmies in transition as she just really turns up the tempo of this team. In the half court now are the Wolverines. Wide open jumper, good for Ashley Way. Another sophomore guard coming off the bench for the Wolverines. 10-3 our score, a 7-point advantage for the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. Now MacArthur with it. Gives up Madison Campbell, looking for her sister, McKinley Campbell. Sizing up, going back to the middle, now to MacArthur. Fakes the step in, goes inside for 2, weaves inside, I should say. Ayani Henry with the rebound and will be fouled on the play. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. We've seen a lot of free throws here so far for the Lady Wildcats. Madison Campbell has been there twice, and now Ayani Henry will go. Henry. Sinks the second. Ayani Henry splits the pair, and now 11-3 our score. Goes back, going back and forth right now. And I can't tell what that press is by Coach Higgins. I think it's a 1-2-2 sort of trap press just to intend on getting a steal. McKinley Campbell gets her hands on the ball. Now Owens tips it again, and the deflection numbers are already great for the Lady Wildcats. MacArthur in the full court slows down the momentum. McKinley Campbell ripping inside is fouled on the play by Way. Didn't mean to rhyme right there, just pulled a little Dr. Seuss. It'll all be fine. Substitution here for Bentonville West. Piercette will come back into the game. She'll replace Way. Way with 1 foul in the ball game so far. Now McKinley Campbell. A legal screen set by Brooklyn Owens. That'll go the other way. Lady Wildcats have kind of really prevented themselves from scoring on the offensive end more so than the Wolverines' defense. And that's what Coach Jenkins has a little bit of frustration with. That's I still can't tell what that is. Looks maybe like a 1-3-1 full court press. It could be a 1-2-2. It's presenting as a lot of different stuff is what I'll say. Cruzenberry inside, and that'll go out of bounds off of the hands of Owen. She'll get credited with the block, and baseline out of bounds for the Wolverines. Gets inside, Ford back out, Piercette. Back to Cruzenberry, she'll control the offense. Shot up, shot no good from the corner. Henry with the rebound, McKinley Campbell coming the other way in stride. Now slows it down. Getting the screen from Henry, rejects the screen, driving baseline. Back out Owens, pull up, jumper, doesn't go. Owens with her own rebound, up and fouled, as Owens will get 2 free shots at the line. This is actually the first conference game for Bentonville West, according to Scorebook Live. So they're 0-0 conference, as Owens misses the first, has not been able to break the saran wrap on the goal yet tonight. Owens with the second, and there you go. The saran wrap is broken. Owens is on the board with 1 point for the Lady Wildcats. 12-3 now our score. A 9-point advantage for Har-Ber. 2:30 left to go in the first. Cruzenberry dribbled out of the pressure. Gives up. Trying to throw it inside. They get it to Sarter. Sarter, right hook. Good. That's a good move by Reagan. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to read here. Faith Sarter. Reading is hard. 12-5 is our score. Madison Campbell now with the ball against Cruzenberry. Gets stopped on the dribble. The Wildcats have kind of stayed on the perimeter a little too much to their liking so far. McKinley Campbell inside, blocked away by Sarter, but then gets a wide open 3. Short on that one. Jasmine MacArthur with the rebound, goes back up, throws it against the backboard, and Owens gets it. She thought she got fouled, but was not rewarded with it. Owens inside for 2, and a lot of gimmies being missed by the Lady Wildcats right now at the rim. Campbell inside to Henry, back out Madison Campbell. Drives inside, gives to Henry with the gimme layup, gets it to fall, and there you go. That possession, I don't know how many shots the Wildcats, I think about 4, and it ended up being 5 shots on that one possession. And that's a lot of shots. I mean, credit to the offensive rebounds, but you shouldn't have to get that many offensive rebounds. It is probably what Coach Jenkins is thinking over there on the sideline. As MacArthur will inbound. Gets inside to McKinley Campbell, who's pressured up top. Comes around the Henry screen, now goes left. Gets it to the corner. MacArthur, spot up 3. The Wildcats cannot get the ball to fall right now, but they are getting the steals. Inside, Madison Campbell gets it to fall. And there you go. The Wildcats on second chance opportunities have been successful, or maybe third, fourth, fifth chance opportunities. But on the first, they have not been able to seal the deal so much so far. Still an 11-point lead for them here in Centerton, Arkansas. We'll be right back here after a quick commercial break.
Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Welcome back. Wildcats coming out of the timeout will keep the same lineup they had on the floor. You look at this lineup for the Wildcats, Ione Henry averaging 1 point per game, and then it goes up from there. McKinley Campbell, 15.5 points per game. Madison Campbell, 13. Owens with 13. Jazz MacArthur with 10. That is 4 of your 5 starters averaging in double digits. That is a very good metric if you're the Lady Wildcats here to start. That's all season long, by the way. That is not just the Rogers game. Wildcats have had 4 double-digit scores all season long, as McKinley Campbell, the sophomore, leads those scorers. Cruzenberry drives over to the left side, now back up. Inside to Perry, tipped away. MacArthur looking for Owens in stride, pulls back out, didn't have the numbers. The smart move from the senior guard. Back out MacArthur, fakes the 3, driving inside to Henry with the dump down. And they're going to call a travel on Ione Henry down low. 16-5, our score, 11.9 left to go in the first quarter, as the Wolverines will have it in the full court. Going against McKinley Campbell, dribbles off the foot, and that will go back to the Wildcats. The pressure of the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats working in the full court, not allowing Wolverines to really get set at all in their own offense. McKinley Campbell, 1 second, sidestep, mid-range, gets it to fall. McKinley Campbell at the end of the quarter. 18-5, a 13-point lead. As we go to our break, we'll come back with a fresh 8 on the second quarter clock. We'll be right back here at Springdale Athletic Foundation.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back. A fresh 8 on the second quarter clock, and we've got plenty more basketball for you here tonight. We've got 3 more quarters of this game. Then we've got the men's Wildcat team take on the Bentonville West Wolverines, who of 2 seasons ago were the conference champions. You're looking at the Wildcats, who were last year's conference champions. Now Bentonville West under a new head coach as well. So a lot of interesting storylines for that. We'll have Coach Steffenbaugh at halftime to talk about everything going into that game here today in their second conference matchup of the season for the Har-Ber Wildcats. That'll be coming up at halftime again, so don't go anywhere. We'll have it going halftime into the third quarter, as McKinley Campbell will bring it in with the fresh 8. Gives up Madison Campbell. Same lineup that was just out there for the Wildcats. Campbell over to Owens from the down screen from McKinley Campbell. Back to her, 2-man game on the left side. Tipped away and will go to the Wolverines. Right now the Wildcats are just shooting themselves in the foot more so than the defense, with some turnovers and some missed shots. But the adjustments will come and the shots will fall. Kind of started in the Rogers game, just a slower start, but then got more comfortable in the game, and you could see the progression in the scoreboard. As that one stolen away by Madison Campbell, looking to go, pushing the pace, right side, tipped away by Ford, stolen back by MacArthur. She'll reset the offense back over Madison Campbell. Shoots up the 3, short on the play, but Henry, another offensive rebound for the Lady Wildcats. MacArthur, guard-to-guard screen. McKinley Campbell driving inside, floater no good. And I can already see Coach Jenkins just frustrated with some of the gimmies missed point blank for the Lady Wildcats. Cruzenberry up top, guarded by MacArthur. Definitely not a comfortable ball handle when guarded by MacArthur. Now 17 seconds, and the Wolverines are now in their offense, and they get it to fall. Rachel Gandy gets the bucket. 18-7 now our score, as MacArthur will have the ball. About 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Owens has some space, gives up Henry. Now MacArthur fakes the shot, goes inside, back out Owens, and they call the foul on the floor. Owens did hit that shot, but it will not count. Box set here for the Lady Wildcats. Madison Campbell keeps it, drives baseline, goes up for two, doesn't get it. Tries to get her own rebound. That one, a triple team of Wildcats, gets the steal. Madison Campbell, top of the key three, fakes it, gives it up Owens. Right side to work with Owens, goes inside. Another one doesn't fall. As that one foul on the Lady Wildcats, that'll be on Ayani Henry, her first. I can't tell what that zone is. 2-2-1? Yeah, I mean, it looks like a 2-2-1 right there as it's presenting, but it's sending the one, or sending the top. Sorry. It's sending one of the ones from the back two to trap. Looks like a 3-1-1, but that's obviously not a zone. Gets inside. Owens had a hand on it. Now forward, back out three. Fakes it, drives inside for two, doesn't get it to fall. Owens with a rebound, looking to push for the Lady Wildcats. Owens over MacArthur. MacArthur back out Campbell. Campbell to Owens. Sharing the ball are the Lady Wildcats, but can't get the bucket. Tipped out Ayani Henry to MacArthur. Another one, no good. And there is something blocking the goal because a shot cannot fall right now for the Lady Wildcats. 18-7. There's only been 2 points scored here in this quarter, and that was for the Wolverines. Guarding up top, MacArthur gets the steal. Back out Madison Campbell to McKinley Campbell for two. And there you go. Something that you're going to get an easy bucket on are point-blank layups off of good transition steals. And that's really what a lot of the offense has been for the Wildcats here early. Gets inside, Perry for two, is fouled on the play by Henry. That'll be Henry's second. Henry with two, Haney with two. If Coach Jenkins will stay with Henry, that is the question here early. Your next go-to, I would assume, would be Davenport. As that first one is missed, you could go with Rojas and change up a little bit of the mixture of the offense. Perry missed the first, goes for the second and sinks it. 20-8 our score. As Owens will run the point on this play. Owens looking for MacArthur. Back to McKinley Campbell, she's inside, catches at the elbow. Fadeaway jumper, good. And you need a bucket. You know who to go to, you know who to call. It's McKinley Campbell. Give her the ball. Going inside, sending to Perry, can't get it. Rebounds her own, puts it back up. The defense by Owens not allowing the two. As Way is in the corner. Up top, Gandy gives to Perry. Inside, a great pass, or a great idea, I should say, by Perry. As Cruzenberry had the advantage down low. Two substitutions here. Maya Haney will come in. Gracie Davenport will come in. Owens and Henry will sit. Haney has two. Something to watch there for the Wildcats. Campbell now with the ball. Gives up Davenport. Looking for MacArthur. Gives up to Haney. Now Campbell gives inside to Madison Campbell, and the push on the entry pass. That foul assessed to Cruzenberry, her second. Refs keeping a tight lid on this game so far. MacArthur inbounds off the line set, gets inside McKinley Campbell. going to the right, going up for two, and just can't get the right angle on that one. Wade coming the other way. Sends to Gandy. Ford in the corner. Dribbling inside, stolen away by Madison Campbell, looking to push. 2-on-1 situation, keeps it for herself and says, gimme, gimme for the two. 24-8. Now our score, the 16-point advantage in favor of the Lady Wildcats. 3:25 left to go in the second, and Coach Johnson will call the timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back to Centerton, Arkansas, here in Bentonville West Arena. I'm Connor Jenkins, your host of tonight's festivities. 3:26 left to go in the second quarter. The Wildcats up by 16, 24-8. And really, how they've scored pretty much all of their points have been transition steals. They've been able to keep the West Wolverines on their side of the court. And that one assessed to MacArthur, gives a little jab, and Cruisenberry falls off the contact. That's MacArthur's first. Wolverines will inbound, looking for Ford. They get it to her now, Gandy. Gandy, the lefty, gives up to Cruisenberry. Now Ford, guarded by Campbell. Gandy, they're trying to shut down her left hand. Are the Wildcats hard hedging to the right? Gets it inside, tipped away, and it gets tipped to Chandler Perry, who will finish for two. 24-10 now our score. Madison Campbell with the ball, gives up MacArthur. Running the action right now are the Wildcats. McKinley Campbell with the ISO on the elbow. Can't get the bank shot. That one, a triple team of Wildcats. Davenport comes away with it. Pull up, mid-range, boom. Bank shot good for Gracie Davenport. She's attempted one, made one for the Wildcats off the bench. Has the best shooting percentage on the team so far. Cruisenberry gets into no man's land in the corner, throws it off. That's an IQ play from the sophomore guard. You get to the corner, you put yourself in a situation, but you get yourself out of it with throwing off the leg of one of the Wildcats. A basically baseline out of bounds here, just on the sideline, very far down though, as Gandy gets it inside, just an entry pass, and that will be a step out of bounds and will go the other way. 2:15 left to go here in the second quarter. A 16-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. Campbell gives up MacArthur. Looking for Davenport, gives back up Madison Campbell to McKinley Campbell. Inside MacArthur, back out Haney, three, short. Rebounded by the Wolverines and Way. A minute and 45 left to go in the second quarter, and the Wildcats have had a nightmare shooting half here today. Three-pointer up, and nothing but air on that one. Cruisenberry will come back in, as well as Ford for the Wolverines. Maybe sat for a minute. Two crucial players for the Wolverines here to start. McKinley Campbell will bring it across. Looking at Madison Campbell, now back to McKinley Campbell. Giving up MacArthur. They've got a triangle set right there, but stolen away by Cruisenberry in the full court. Trap coming. Way with it. Rejects it. Gives up. Haney shoots the gap. Gets the steal. Looking to push is Haney. Gives back up. Davenport. Wide open three. Short on the play. Rebounded by Haney. The Swiss Army knife so far for the Wildcats. Doing it all. Way gets doubled. Sends it back to Cruzenberry. Another deflection, but goes back to the Wolverines. Ford from three. Doesn't get it off the back of the iron. Madison Campbell with the rebound coming the other way. Has Davenport backside, didn't see it. Going up for her own, though, and they're going to call a travel on what Coach Jenkins thinks was a step through. She's jumping over on the sideline. I could see Marley on the baseline, star forward for the Har-Ber men's basketball team. He's just saying, that's a step through. I do that in the game too. 29 seconds left to go in the half. A 16-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats on a rough shooting half. Way with the ball up top, guarded by Davenport. The Wolverines have the chance to get the last shot here in the half. They get it inside. They're taking the best shot they can here. Goes up for two, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Perry, put back up and good. Have to take one from the free throw line, and that won't go. 26-12 will be our first half score. A 14-point lead for the Lady Wildcats going into the half. Coach Jenkins, I know she's going to make some adjustments and might not be with the nicest of words, but it will get done as we will see second half action here coming up. We'll also see Coach Deffenbaugh. I can already see him walking up to me. We will see him, get to talk with him about what's to come here for the men's basketball team later on. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we are taking our efforts to a whole new level. Our commitment to the district's children is unwavering. We believe that athletics plays a vital role in their development and overall well-being. That's why we need your help today. By partnering with us, you become an integral part of our journey to empower and uplift these young athletes. Visit our website, www.springdaleathleticfoundation.org, where you can find out more information about our organization, our impact, and how you can help support. So I invite you to stand with us, partner with the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and be a part of something truly special. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of our district kids and ensure that Springdale sports continues to set the standards in athletics across the state.
Shot on the way, and good!
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the floor your Big Midwest varsity dance team.
Welcome back, Wildcat fans, and joining us now is Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh, the head men's basketball coach for this Wildcat team. Coach, thanks you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Connor, for inviting me.
And Coach, you've had an interesting start because you've had a very loaded schedule. Tell us a little bit about how you guys have fared with that schedule, and tell us a little more for a person that doesn't know about your schedule strength.
Well, I knew what I had coming back from last year's team. Basically four returning starters off a team that went 28 wins. So I want to challenge this a little bit, but you know, when you're making the schedule, sounds good till you start playing the games, and then you start looking at the kind of talent you're going up against. We played a team out of Atlanta. My gosh, I can't remember. I think his name is Caleb Williams. He's ranked like number 6 in the country. We played a team out of Mississippi, and they had Mo Williams' sons. on that team, and they're really good. And they had a 7'2" guy, and then we went over to Oklahoma City and played Millwood, and they're really talented. And so we challenged ourselves. We haven't been blown out. I think our worst loss is to the Millwood team by 8. All the other losses were either 4, 2, or 3 or less. So we've combined for 7 losses, probably for less than 20 points, 18 points. So, I think it'll help us, Connor, in the long run, going down there, playing on the road, going against that kind of talent as we going into 6A West conference play.
And I've talked to some of your coaches as well, and I've talked to you, Coach Zondi, saying we've seen everything we can see. When we get to conference play, we're gonna know what's gonna happen. You see a 7'2" guy. I don't think we have much of those or any of those in the 6A at all. But you do have a lot of strong talent in the 6A West. One of the most top-heavy but loaded top-heavy talents we've had in the 6A West when it comes to that. So you look at it. You started conference play 1-0 against Rogers. What's to come? Give us a little expectation. You know the league. You know the makeup. Tell us a little about where you think you fit in.
We got to take one game at a time.
Yes.
Bentonville West hasn't played yet. They played Harrison on Friday, but that's a non-conference game. So this is their first conference game. So we're worried. We're as much as we are excited about playing them. Hey, they're fired up. You got a new coach in Trent Lloyd, and it's his first time going through the league. So I know he's fired up. And so we've got to come ready to play, and we got to continue. We put two winning games back to back, which took us a while to get two wins back to back. So we've actually got a little momentum, but I know they're going to play really well tonight. So hopefully we'll come out and play well ourselves.
And I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if it ever comes up in your mind, but this is you guys last year conference champions, and the year before that it was Bentonville West who actually beat you in a game-deciding conference championship game. So there's a little history between these two teams. Always good games back when you were first coaching, when you had Lawson Jenkins, Jawan Boyd. Those were good games as well with Bentonville West. So tell us about kind of a little bit of the history between these two teams in your tenure.
Har-Ber, since I've been the head coach, we've had some pretty good success here. And, Greg White, a good friend of mine, was the former head coach here and did a heck of a job. 2 years ago, he won it. And you're right, we came in here. If we could have won that game, we would have either shared it or won it outright. I can't remember, but I know he ended up winning. We got second. And then going way, way back when your brother played, they had us down 18 points in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
And I told the starting five,
Dylan
your brother, I said, if we don't cut this 18-point deficit to single digits by the 4-minute mark, I'm subbing every one of you out. And your brother and all the rest of the guys go, okay, coach, give us 4 to 5 minutes. I said, that's half. It's 8-minute quarter. You got 4 minutes. And I'll tell you what, I look up there at the 4-minute mark. We'd cut it to 9. I'm like, okay.
Let him run.
Pretty good. And we ended up winning that game. Charlie Bockelman made a tremendous play with 50 seconds left, gets a steal and lays it up, puts us up, and we end up winning that. So, we've gone back and forth with West over the years, but, tonight I don't think it'll be any different. It's going to be a competitive game.
And then last game, let's just speak on that real quick. Hayden Wood, 32 points. Muldrew did his thing with 25. And then you also had Jabari Washington with 15. Mar Lee was in double digits as well. That's a very good four-headed punch from your top four. How do you feel about that game? Is there room to improve, or what was the bright spots in your opinion?
Well, the bright spots were those two. Anytime we can get Jabari Washington and Mar Lee into double figures, Cortland and Hayden are going to do their thing. So when you get 4 guys scoring double figures, that was huge for us last Saturday against Rogers. So hopefully Jabari and Mar Lee, I think it got their confidence up. I think they're excited and looking forward to conference play. Think about who they've had to guard over the last 7 games. And they had to go against guys that are lots of talent, a lot taller, maybe a little more athletic. So hopefully that built their confidence up, so they were able to come in against Rogers and play really well and get some baskets for us, and hopefully it'll carry over for tonight.
I'm looking for the quote right here. I know you're going to give me a good one. You came off a semifinal loss last year. What's the goal?
Our goal is always to win the conference at Har-Ber. Our goal is always to win the state. It's nothing.
It's in your backyard this year.
Say that again.
It's in your backyard this year.
So we don't have to stay all in a hotel. We don't have to go anywhere. So hopefully you'll see Har-Ber and some other team. I'm not going to say any other names, but hopefully you'll see Har-Ber on one side of the bracket in the state finals.
Well, Coach, you've already gotten 2 conference championships in your, I think this is your 6th year now at Har-Ber. Looking for the 3rd here, possibly this year. I won't jinx you, but thank you so much, Coach, for joining us. A very, very solid win the other night against Rogers. Looking to do it again here tonight. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Connor. Thanks for having me. Always.
Welcome back, a fresh 8 on the third quarter clock, and we've got Har-Ber Lady Wildcat basketball. The Bentonville West Wolverines will start with it, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but I see something already starting here in the second half, and we haven't even inbounded the ball. Last year, Coach Jenkins had a philosophy with this Wildcat team. Touch the floor on defense every time you get down on that end. They did so coming out of the half, just to get everybody set, everybody engaged. And so she might initiate it back again. But last year, the reason doing so, she had 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. This year, a little more experienced, but at the same time, if it worked, it worked. Owens going inside, gives out McKinley Campbell, back to Madison Campbell, driving, going up for 2 with a good bump. Gets it to fall, 28-12. 7:20 left to play in the third quarter. Back up, Cruzenberry has some sunlight. Sends back to Way. A 3-2 matchup zone right now being played by the Lady Wildcats. That shot no good. Nothing but air for the Wolverines, and that'll go the other way. Brooklyn Owens will run the point guard responsibilities on this play for the Lady Wildcats. MacArthur gets the screen from Campbell. Looking back for Campbell, stolen away by Perry. In transition, harassed by Lady Wildcats. Stolen away, Maya Haney, 1 to beat, goes inside, contact finish. No good, but will go to the line to shoot 2. As you just heard at halftime, that was Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh, head coach of the men's basketball Wildcats, talking about his season so far, what's to come here tonight, and what's to come for the rest of the season. We will have Coach Jenkins joining us in the first quarter of the second game in the men's basketball game. So if you are a Lady Wildcat fan, I will have more information for you on their historic start to the season. So far, they're 13-2 overall. Maya Haney sunk the first, commentator's jinx. Misses the second off the back of the iron, and that will go to the Wolverines. Cruzenberry will run the guard, the 5'8" sophomore for the Wolverines. Goes to the corner, 3, up 3, good. Gandy from the corner. McKinley Campbell will do the responsibilities. Maya Haney inside for 2, and there you go. A bruiser move from Maya Haney with the basket, and that's something that Maya Haney can do. She can finish around the rim through contact, and that's what you need right now if you're the Wildcats. You need some buckets. MacArthur, pull up, mid-range, back of the iron. As Way will come the other way, tipped away by McKinley Campbell. And if I say Way again, I'm going to get very tired. 5:49 left to go in the third quarter. A 16-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. Cruzenberry in the backcourt. Guarded by MacArthur. You see the Wildcats kind of hedging towards the non-dominant hand here tonight so far. If it's a lefty, they're going right. Another 3 attempted by Gandy. No good, and Madison Campbell will come the other way. Maya Haney in stride, 3-pointer. Her feet were set. Front of the rim, no good. Madison Campbell with the rebound. The big girl rebound. McKinley Campbell from 3. Cannot get it to fall, and a foul called on MacArthur. Her second personal off the rebound. MacArthur with 2, Haney with 2, Owens with 1, the Twins with 0. Those are your players with fouls on the court currently. Ayani Henry on the bench with 2 as well. Going inside, pull up mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Madison Campbell. She's looking for a double-double, so she's got to be selfish with those rebounds. Campbell trying to run the offense, gives back Haney. Owens, pull up, mid-range, no good. Way gives it up, Ford inside, cannot get it. Haney with the rebound. Pushing. Doesn't get stopped, goes up for 2, and rims out. Madison Campbell guarding up top. Campbell guarding against Gandy. Inside, stolen away by Maya Haney. Or not stolen, tipped away by Maya Haney. Davenport will come in for Madison Campbell. Wolverines to inbound. They get it inside. Davenport with the tip away. And Way will keep it. Looking for the screen, coming around, giving back up. Cruzenberry going inside, met with the defense of Jazz MacArthur. She'll get the rebound and will push the other way. A little more slow and controlled this time. Note speeds up. That's MacArthur. And a blocking foul called. A little bit of sliding the feet as Way was getting up and was hit in the face with the ball, so she goes right back down. That's understandable. 3:48 left to go in the third quarter. A 16-point advantage. Presley Hudson, sophomore guard, will come in for MacArthur. Rojas and Wyrick, only 2 not to come off the bench here so far in the game. Davenport backside layup, wide open like a field with butterflies, and will score the 2. 33-15. Hudson guarding up top. Now Gandy. She's hit a few threes. McKinley Campbell on the floor and will get the jump ball call. The possession arrow will favor the Lady Wildcats. .328 left to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats will have the ball. Campbell with it, looking for Owens. Hatter. Davenport gives up Hudson, now to Owens. Driving inside, back out Haney. Inside Davenport. He's got to make a move. Fadeaway jumper, short. Now the trap being sent and the foul being called, and that one will go to McKinley Campbell, her first personal. The team's third with 3:06 left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats, looking at the rest of their season, or the past of their season, I should say, foul trouble has been an issue. They've done a decent job of maintaining that here tonight and against Rogers in conference play. As I say that, Maya Haney says, no, I want another foul, and she gets her third personal. On the shot was the foul, so that'll be Ford to go to the line to shoot 2, as she will miss the first off the front of the iron. 2:53 left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats up by 18. Ford sinks the second. Presley Hudson will bring the ball across. You're playing McKinley Campbell off ball now, which could be a better look depending on how the offense is running. Davenport gives to Haney, off the screen, rejects the gap. Now Owens has a left side to work with, takes it and is packed. Will stay with the Wildcats on the baseline. Owens will inbound off the box set. Gets inside McKinley Campbell, looking for Owens off the screen, going up for two, and gets it to fall. Bank shot good. The bank is open on Tuesday for Brooklyn Owens. 2:20 left to go in the third. Davenport defending. Madison Campbell set to check back in for the Wildcats. Haney up top against Perry, now to Cruzenberry. And a foul down low, away from the ball. That'll be Brooklyn Owens with her second personal. Madison Campbell will sub in. Maya Haney will come out. Wildcats on the floor. Madison Campbell, McKinley Campbell, Davenport, Hudson, and Owens. Then you've got Perry, Sarter, Cruzenberry. I'm going to do this a lot slower. Piercett and Way for the Wolverines. Giving up top. Sarter gives up Way. Looked for the pull-up jumper. Doesn't get it, though. Good defense by the Lady Wildcats to prevent that. Way looking for Perry. Lobs inside. Lobs a little too high, as if Shaq was down there. But Shaq was not down there. Minute and 36 left to go in the third quarter. If you're wondering where Mr. Park is, he is under the weather tonight, as I would love to have him here, but we send him our best from the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Presley Hudson, wide open three, short. A minute and 16 left to go in the third period. Way faking the three. Davenport with active hands. Owens and Perry down low are going at it. Cruzenberry. You think about it, this is Owens' first year with the Lady Wildcats, but not her first year in the 6A West. She has played against all of these opponents that she is going against for West. Back up to Hudson, now to Madison Campbell. 4 Wildcats touch the ball on the play, but cannot convert, and Way will come the other way. Gets inside Perry, the lob is good, and Perry in stride for 2. 32 seconds left to go in the third period. Perry has 8. Leading scorer right now for the Wolverines is Perry. Campbell, no shot clock on. Sends back up Madison Campbell. They're looking for the good shot. Rims out, and that has been the story all night for the Lady Wildcats. Presley Hudson has potential for a steal. She does so. Presley Hudson with the good defense. Up to Davenport. Back up, McKinley Campbell has the size disadvantage, but is fouled on the play. Sarter will pick up the foul, and McKinley Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2. Campbell at the line, 2.6 left to go in the third as she rims out on the first. Henry will sub into the game, replacing Owens. MacArthur, Owens, and Haney, 3 of the starters now on the bench for the Wildcats. Campbell sinks a second, extending the lead to 18. 2.6 left, and that will do it for the third quarter. Fourth quarter action coming up here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins, and we'll be right back with Lady Wildcat basketball.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Thank you for supporting the
Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. A fresh 8 on the fourth quarter clock, an 18-point lead. There's a lot of 8s here to go. Chandler Perry with 8 for the Bentonville West Wolverines, and I think I've ran out of 8s. 7:55 now in the fourth. Cruisenberry with the ball up top. Coming around the double screen. Guarded by MacArthur, back up to Sarter. To Cruisenberry. Just a two-man ball game, two-man passing game right now between the Wolverines. But the Wildcats have maintained the ball up top. Henry tried to get the steal. I don't think there's been another Wolverine on that possession that touched the ball other than Cruisenberry and Sarter. 7:24 left to go. 36-18 in the ball game. McKinley Campbell with the ball, gives up Davenport, now MacArthur. Davenport. Gives inside, stolen away, Cruisenberry. Perry, and the travel is called. That'll come the other way. McKinley Campbell will slowly bring it across. Coach Jenkins calling the play. Looks like a horn set here. Give up Madison Campbell. Fakes the three, driving baseline. Jazz MacArthur from three. Rims in, and good. 39-18 now our score. That's a good sign for the Wildcats and for Jazz MacArthur as they get one to fall from three-point territory. That might be one of the only ones scored in this game, if not the only one, as that one will stay with the Wolverines. Trying to rack my brain on this one. Wolverines try to get inside. They do to Perry. Now to Sarter. Back to Sarter. Guarded by McKinley Campbell. Right hook good. She's had two right hook jump shots that have looked a little Kareem-esque here. Very skilled move from Sarter. Madison Campbell guarded up top by Cruisenberry. Going inside. Sends inside to Henry with the dump in. And that foul called on Sarter. Haney triggered to come back in for the Wildcats at the next free throw. Sarter picks up her fourth personal foul. She's one away from not being allowed in this ball game. Henry sinks the first. Haney will come in and Davenport will come out. Way will replace Sarter. .602 left to go in the fourth period. Ayani Henry with the second and gets the pair. A good sign from Ayani Henry. Cruisenberry picked up at half court, extended just a little bit past half court by MacArthur. And this is just, if you had a close-up cam on MacArthur defending, you'd have a pretty interesting broadcast because all she does on defense is smile the whole time. That is just MacArthur enjoying the game of basketball on defense. She loves to play defense. I hated to play defense. That's why I didn't play. Cruisenberry comes around the screen. Three up, three. Back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Perry. Makes the double drop step move. Foul and one. Chandler Perry. .41-22. Chandler Perry looking for a three-point play. She's got 10 in the ball game, looking for 11. with the free throw as she misses front of the iron. Jazz MacArthur Madison Campbell inside to Maya Haney, loses the handle, still has it, and timeout called by Coach Jenkins and the Lady Wildcats. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Har-Ber's. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back to Centerton, Arkansas, a.k.a. Bentonville West High School. 41-22, a 19-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats here in the fourth quarter. 5:17 left to play in the ball game, and the Wolverines have it on the baseline. Or no, sorry, the Wildcats have it on the baseline off a line set. Gives inside Annie Henry. Campbell has options. Gives back Campbell. Coming off the screen, going inside, back out MacArthur. Up three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Ford. And coming the other way are the Wolverines. That's Perry to Way in the corner. Blocked away. Jazz MacArthur says not today. As Owens will come into the game, replacing Henry. The starting lineup now back for the Wildcats with 4:55 left in the game. As you can tell, this is not the tallest of teams, so a block is a very bright spot to highlight for this Lady Wildcat defense. Sideline out of bounds now for the Wolverines. They get it inside to Ford, looking back to get it to Cruisenberry. Now takes it to the left side. Giving to Way. Way tries for the pull-up J, doesn't get it. I'm rhyming too much. Inside for two. And Ford will get the basket and will look for another at the free throw line. That free throw good. And I don't know if you can hear the audio of this, Jim, but they do a little ching kind of sound every time they make a free throw. And if Donald Tucker, you're listening, that might be fun. Shout out to Donald Tucker, head of the Springdale Athletic Foundation, my boss. He is running it all and doing a great job of it. Brooklyn Owens pull up mid-range, rims out. Haney rebound up and in, no good. Madison Campbell another rebound point blank. Jazz MacArthur now has it and handles up top, has Cruisenberry on an island. Haney fakes the three, going inside for two, has some daylight and cannot get the layup. McKinley Campbell steal inside, goes to her left and gets it to fall. So the Wildcats, they don't get a two on the first try, second try, third try. Expect them to get a steal and get it on the fourth. 43-25 and a timeout called by the Bentonville West Wolverines. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. 3:56 left to go in the ball game. Your Lady Wildcats up by 18. Defending in the full court. way to inbound, gets it inside to Ford. Ford loses the handle, and Owens with the rebound. Madison Campbell, three short. As they get it across, fakes the three, wide open for three, gets it to fall. Madison Piercett gets the three, and timeout. Never mind. No timeout. I thought Wolverines called one, but that will actually be a carry violation called on the Wildcats. Gracie Davenport will come into the game to replace Maya Haney. Wolverines to inbound. Try to get inside. They do to Perry. Perry shoots up the mid-range jumper. No good. And Campbell will push the pace. Has an island to work with and says, ooh, bring me the pineapples because I'm going to score. 3:19 left to go in the fourth period, and I don't know if that was a good joke or not, honestly. I tried my hardest. I guess I could scratch it off the list. As Madison Campbell will go inside for one more point at the free throw line. And misses off the back of the iron. McKinley Campbell guarding in the full court. And another steal to MacArthur for two. And the Wildcat defense in the full court, it might be a rabid dog as it is going bark, 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 and getting a bunch of steals in transition. As I thought that was a 10-second count. Instead, it is a timeout called by the Bentonville West Wolverines. We will take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
2:53 left to go in the fourth period. The Wildcats up by 19 here in Centerton, Arkansas. I'm Connor Jenkins, your host of tonight's festivities, and if you think we had a one-game wonder, no. We've got another game right after this. The men's Wildcat team taking on Bentonville West Wolverines, as I said earlier with Coach Steffenbaugh. That is the reigning conference champions against the conference champions before then. So the past 2 years, we're going to see two conference champions play in this ball game here tonight under new coach Trent Lloyd, who is was previously at Pea Ridge in the 4A division. Now gets the head job at 6A, the highest level of basketball in the state. Highest division, I should say. As 2:50 left to go in the fourth, and the Wolverines have the ball. Gives up way, looking inside for Perry, has the seal, help defense is there. Madison Campbell with a shared ball with Perry, and she said, sharing is caring, and I don't care, I want the ball. And the Wildcats get it. As you can tell, I'm going for as many jokes as I can here tonight. We have a joke meter at the Springdale Athletic Foundation, and I think I've got some positives in there. As Owens has it against Perry. Back out MacArthur, fakes the three, gives back up McKinley Campbell, now to Owens. Owens against Perry, back out Davenport, pull up, blocked away by Ford, and thrown away by the Wolverines, so we'll go back to the Wildcats. Haney will come back in for Davenport. Davenport will sit at the front of the bench, though, expected to come back into this ball game, if I were to guess. MacArthur gives up Owens, has a cutting Haney. Now Campbell to Campbell. Owens. MacArthur, she had some sunlight, just couldn't get the ball in time. Now Haney inside Owens, fakes the jumper, goes up for the jumper, back of the iron, cannot get it. With a minute and 35, and what a game has been for the Wildcats shooting. They have not been able to really get the ball to go down the hole, but still have the 19-point lead. Presley Hudson set to check back in. Perry can't get it to fall, and Owens will bring it the other way. Owens trying to break down Perry, goes inside, and what was a good move was not capitalized. Davenport also at the scores table set to check in. Minute left in the ball game. Don't know if they'll get in time unless the Wildcats foul or get a dead ball here. Cruzenberry asking for the screen from Ford. Cruzenberry, up three, no good. McKinley Campbell with it. About a 10-second differential between shot clock and game clock. MacArthur fakes a three, goes inside, and will be fouled on the floor, and that will get in the two subs for the Wildcats. The referees clutching up, I guess, for the Lady Wildcats. That's a new term. I don't like it at all. But the Wildcats will get subs in. Presley Hudson, Gracie Davenport come in for Owens and MacArthur. Madison Campbell ripping baseline, steps out of bounds, didn't have much real estate to work with there. And the Wolverines, with no shot clock, will have the ball. No pressure to score here for the Wolverines. Instead, Cruzenberry pulls up for three. 47-31, 16-point ball game for the Wildcats. Davenport inside, fade away mid-range, no good. Could have been tipped on the play. McKinley Campbell with the steal. Has it. The Wildcats don't need the bucket. And McKinley Campbell recognizing or being told to do so. And they will end the ball game right there. That's all she wrote for this one. 47-31, a 16-point win and a 2-0 start in conference play for the Lady Wildcats. Next Friday, or this coming Friday, I should say, the Wildcats will take on the Fayetteville Purple Dogs at Fayetteville. That should be a very, very fun matchup, as those are two of the top teams from last year, the 2nd seed and the 3 seed, respectively, going at it from last year. And really, not a lot has changed for either of these teams, so they should be a very fun game. Don't go anywhere for that one, but you can go away for right now, because we'll be back after a quick commercial break with men's Wildcat action right after this.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Try the 3 and 3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feet program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Hello and welcome. My name is Donald Tucker. In an effort to continue to provide for our students and connect families across the country, this year we
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feed program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High.
Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Clam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Welcome back to Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. I'm Connor Jenkins, and our doubleheader here tonight, we've got the men's Wildcats going against the Wolverines of Bentonville West. We should have a fun matchup here tonight. These are two talented rosters coming into this ball game. This is the first game for Bentonville West in conference play. Har-Ber coming off a win in their first conference game against Rogers. Hayden Wood leading the way with 32, Muldrew with 25, Washington 15, and Marley 11 in that Rogers matchup. And miscommunication on the jump will redo it. And something to look for in this ball game, I've got new dunking things that I will bring, some new dunk phrases that'll be present here tonight. So if the Wildcats can get above the rim, we're going to have some fun. Muldrew shoots the three, is short on the play. I think he might have been blocked. And we've got a really good student section here for Bentonville West. It's stacked up here. So we'll see how that affects the ball game. Dumas lobs up top, and Price cannot slam it. We might have to do some for Bentonville West as well. Muldrew faking the three, giving back up Bledsoe. They're doubling Muldrew. Washington dribbling in the corner. We're going to see the defensive schemes here from Coach Trent Lloyd, his first year in the 6A West. Marley from three, rims out, no good, and Price with the rebound. Coleman with the ball, gives up to Moore. Now Tidwell. Dumas. Back to Coleman, into the corner to Price. Driving baseline, back out, Tidwell. Tidwell from three with a hand in his face, no good. Rebounded by Lee, pushing the other way. Slows it back down, Muldrew with the ball. Now Washington, they were looking for the post-up of Wood. They get it to him in the short corner range. Back out Washington, up three. Rim, no good. And that will go to the Wolverines. Washington hitting 3 threes in the third quarter against Rogers. He can light it up from the arc, but misses his first attempt. 6:25 left to go here in the first period. We are still scoreless to start. And an offensive foul called on West. That'll be Cooper Moore's first personal, the first foul in this ball game. Wood now with it. Wood gives up Muldrew. Muldrew inside Washington with the threading the needle pass. Muldrew gets the assist. Washington gets the bucket, and the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead here to start the first quarter. As the Wildcats yell shooter when Moore touched it. Another three attempted from Coleman. He doesn't get that one as well. And the foul on Tidwell, the 6'2" junior guard for West, picks up his first. Over to Jabari Washington from three. No good. The putback dunk could have been true, but instead it goes out of bounds and will go to the Wolverines. Coleman will bring it across for the Wolverines. Over inside to Price, who is a high flyer for this Wolverine team. He can throw it down with some of the best in the West. Inside, tipped away and off the leg. And that will go to the Har-Ber Wildcats. Hayden Wood will bring it across. He'll play a little bit of point guard. Muldrew off the ball right now. He is lethal wherever you put him on the court, so we'll see how the Wildcats utilize him in this play. He's guarded by Tidwell. They're already pushing back and forth. They're playing physical with Muldrew here to start on defense. Tidwell right in the face of Muldrew. Sends to Marley, fakes the three. On an island is Tidwell with Muldrew. Marley, corner three, doesn't go. And right now defensively, West is doing a good job on Muldrew, whether being physical or sending a double. Muldrew tips the ball away, though, and that's something that Muldrew did a great job of against Rogers. His defense in the second half, guarding number 14, Lindsey, held him to 0 points there in the second half as he had 16 in the first. So Muldrew not just a one-way player for this Wildcat team. Wood now with the ball. Now to Washington. Corner three up. Rims out, no good, and the Wildcats have some saran wrap on the cylinder right now. Price now with it, gets the screen up top from Dumas, pulls for three, and doesn't get it. We're still at 2-0. The Wildcats having the only two. They kick it up to Wood, who slows it back down. Sends back out Washington as he will travel. And a timeout called by Bentonville West and Coach Trent Lloyd. As right now joining us is special guest Coach Kimberly Jenkins of the Lady Wildcat team. And Coach, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And Coach, we just came off that game. Really kind of a rough shooting game, but you come out of the game with a win. Tell us a little bit about that, some conversations within the huddles, the locker room. Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't like our pace for the game. Felt like we were kind of, everything was a little bit slow. Offensively, we definitely did not shoot a high percentage. I'm not sure what it was. I know we were so, you know, the ball just wasn't dropping for us tonight. You know, it's nice to see the ball go through the hoop, and that, you know, gives you energy, and that really wasn't happening for us tonight.
But two things that was happening for you tonight was the offensive rebounding, second chance opportunities, and then your transition defense. And that I couldn't tell what that transition defense was. They were presented as a 1-2-2 at points, a 1-3-1, and you were just kept sending and trapping. You pushed the tempo on defense the entire game. You couldn't get some of the shots to fall, but the defense stayed true. Tell us about your identity and how that might have shifted as the three-point basket falls for West and they get their first points.
Yeah, I mean, defensively we have to have lots of extra effort. I think our kids play hard with that. They do a good job of flying around, and that's part of our identity for sure. So it's important for us to be able to turn people over and get ourselves going offensively.
And then right now, 2:57 left to go in the first quarter. We won't hold you long, but you've got Friday. You've got the Fayetteville Purple Dogs, who was the 2 seed last year in the 6A West. a very, very good team. They didn't graduate much, and they're returning some very good players. They go about 14, 15 deep in the NWA Classic of what I watched. Tell us a little bit about that matchup, where you're going to plan to kind of exploit and where you're going to plan to defend.
Well, they definitely have a size advantage on us, so we're going to have to, like you mentioned earlier, have to use our defensive intensity to turn them over and make them uncomfortable and not get into a half-court game with them.
And then now you've got more experience, but you've also got some more scorers with the addition of Brooklyn Owens and the resurgence of Madison Campbell as a scorer on your team. You've got 4 players in your starting lineup in double digits. How, as a coach, do you balance the scoring load? A lot of mouths to feed. How do you get to share the food?
Yeah, they don't think about it like that. You know, our team is very unselfish. They want to do whatever it takes to win. And so that keeps everybody, you know, having good chemistry and just hungry for each other to have success.
Talk about hungry. One of the best starts in Wildcat women's history. You go 14-2 now, 2-0 in conference in your 7th year. Give us a little bit of your mindset. I know you're a very competitive person, and you go into every game just trying to compete, but you've competed very well. Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, super excited to represent Har-Ber and our Lady Wildcats program. All the Lady Wildcats that have come before, you know, that hopefully maybe are listening to our games and watching our games. We just have built a good foundation, and these kids are really fun to coach. They're fun to be around. They're just a good group to, you know, get after it and have this start. They've earned it for sure.
And Jabari Washington earns the 3-point basket, and Coach Jenkins with the good shot right there. And Coach, thank you so much for joining us. 2-0 in conference start. You've already got 2 conference championships, and I won't jinx it by saying what I want to say next, as we will head into Fayetteville on Friday. Thank you so much, Coach, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Go Cats.
As that 3 up, back of the iron, no good, but the defensive scheme, as we've missed it a little bit talking to Coach Jenkins, the defensive scheme of the Wolverines has been played to perfection here to start. They've done a great job on Muldrew. They have a 2-point deficit right now. The supporting cast of Washington and Marlee have all the 7 for the Wildcats. Muldrew now with the ball. He's picked up by Q Thompson. Jabari Washington driving inside, kicks out Marlee, back to Muldrew. Muldrew has an island with Thompson. Can he go looking for coconuts and pineapples? That might have been a good joke, I don't know. Okay. Muldrew, deep 3, no good. That is a player that will hit one. Zaire James back out, 3, no good. Rebounded by Zaire James. And tipped out will go Wildcat way. Zaire James, who has been really, if we had a 6th Man of the Year candidate for the 6A West, he would have been my pick either last year or the year before. Probably the year before when West won the championship. Q Thompson and Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh having a little bit of a conversation there on the sideline, or maybe Deffenbaugh with Muldrew. That will end the first quarter. What is a very, let's just say, back and forth bruiser is 7-5 to end the first. A 2-point advantage for the Wildcats of Har-Ber as we go into the second quarter. We'll come back right here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
And that's what we call a perfect comeback from commercial break. Director Blake Johnson doing a great job right there, bringing us back in the action. 3 missed by Tidwell, and really the ball not falling for either of these teams in a 6A West men's basketball game. It is 7-5, and we're 20 seconds in to the second quarter. As that foul is on the floor, Wood will be fouled. That will go to, I think, Price. Yes, Price will pick up the foul. Wildcats get it inbounds to Muldrew. He gets the 3 and doesn't get it to fall, and we still have not broken the scoring barrier here to start. Inside, stolen, never mind, will stay with Bentonville West off of Ryan Spencer's hands for the Wildcats. Gets inside, dunk time for Dumas. Inside for the grown man put down. 7:03 left to go in the second period, and we're going to get a foul call away from the ball. That one assessed to Tidwell. Oh no, that one's going to go to Q Thompson. That's his first, and you've seen a lot of bodies being thrown at Muldrew here tonight. Tidwell, Thompson. There's also been some others as well as Coleman. A lot of different matchups being thrown at Muldrew, and double teams have been sent as well, playing gap defense on him right here. Now the double off the screen. They've got Thompson on him. He's going inside for 2, puts it up, no good, and Muldrew is still scoreless here to start. Zaire James pushing pace. Thompson, 3, up 3, good. Q Thompson and the West Wolverines are finding some life here in Wolverine Arena. Washington gives up Spencer, now Wood. Wood against Price. Fadeaway jumper, that's good. Hayden Wood, nothing but nylon on the jumper. That's a good answer from Hayden Wood, and that's who you want answering the call, either Wood or Muldrew. And really in this game to start, Washington and Marlee, I mean, they had 7 before that combined, and that's now Wood on the board. So 3 players have scored now for the Wildcats, Muldrew not being one of them, as Thompson attacks, doesn't get it, and Washington has the rebound. 5:55 left to go in the first half. Ryan Spencer inside, knocks down Tidwell, and that will go the other way, and the Wolverines have the momentum because of the defensive side of the ball. Uno Branch will come into the game, as well as Taven Bledsaw, replacing Spencer and Lee. More of a defensive mindset lineup as Deffenbaugh puts in 2 defensive-minded guys in Branch and Bledsaw. Zaire James running the point right now for Wolverines. Gives up Tidwell, guarded by Bledsaw. Back out Price, now James. Price up top. Tidwell getting the screen, using Dumas, rolling, could not get the ball to him. Dumas, 6'7" senior for the Wolverines. Zaire James up top, has 3 seconds on the shot clock, hoisted up, doesn't get it. And Uno Branch has a rebound. Washington in stride, falls down, and a travel is called, and nothing going the Wildcats' way here to start, as they are trailing by 1. Cortland Muldrew has now, I think he's going to get the, no, he is not going to get the ball. He has ran off the court. There's only 4 players on the court right now for the Wildcats. Oh, no, sorry, they put in Marlee. But Muldrew has gone to the locker room. I couldn't see the 5th person. Will he return? We will follow that story as it progresses. The three up from Cooper Moore was no good. Wood now with the ball. Getting the screen from Bledsaw. Up top, keeping, gives to Washington. Washington inside, tries to get the scoop shot, no good. Up top, down low, Price against Wood. A star-studded matchup and no basket. We're still 10-9, and there's 4:25 left to go in the second period. Wood, three, high release point, no good. Bledsaw working for the rebound, but he stepped out of bounds, and it will go back to the Wolverines. This is a, what other way do you say it? Illegal dogfighting? I don't know. It's dogfighting because it's not pretty, but it's going back and forth, and it's getting clawed and clawed until you can't really recognize it. As Muldrew has returned from the locker room, looks like. Yes, he is walking back to the bench of the Wildcats. So he is back. Going inside for two, Tidwell. The 6'2" junior guard gets the basket to fall, and he's got 4 of the 12 scored for the Wolverines. Bledsaw inside to Wood. He's got an ISO on the left side of the court, goes up for 2 and is fouled in the process. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 here for the Wildcats. Muldrew set to check back in at the next free throw. I got to look up some synonyms for dogfight or something because I'm running out of words to describe this one. Punch is being thrown, but obviously no knockout punch has been thrown yet. 12-11 now our score. And I got one. A defensive duel. We'll call it that. A defensive duel between these two teams as Wood sinks the first. Make it the pair. Jeez, words are hard. 12-11 now our score. A 1-point advantage in favor of the Bentonville West Wolverines in our defensive duel. I'm sticking with it. Coleman now with it. Thompson with it, gives it to the rolling Price, and a blocking foul, and one. Landon Price. Coach Deffenbaugh and the Wildcat faithful not happy with the call down low. But it cannot be reversed. We don't have a coach's challenge in 6A. Not yet, at least. We never thought we'd have a shot clock either, and here we are. But Landon Price will go for the old-fashioned three-point play. Back of the iron, no good. And still a back to a three-point lead for Wolverines now. 14-11, 3:10 left to play in the half. Muldrew still scoreless in this ball game. Wood gives to Branch. Branch wide open three, short. And jump ball. Wildcat fans wondering the speed and count of a jump ball, but it will stay with the Wildcats on the baseline. Wood gets inside to Muldrew, guarded by Thompson. He's going to look to do it. Fadeaway jumper, good! Muldrew gets on the board for the Wildcats, his first 2 of the game. 14-13, our score, as the Wildcats trail by 1. Stolen away, Muldrew in the full court, tipped away, and that'll stay with the Wildcats on the baseline. Trying to get inside to Wood, they don't, but it will stay on the baseline. Wood will inbound. Looking to get inside to Muldrew, guarded by Thompson. Muldrew sizing up Thompson, gives to Wood against Price. Fade away, jump shot, no good, and we're still in a fight to make a bucket here early. That foul called on the floor on the Wolverines. Jabari Washington will come in. That one went to Carter Coleman, the 6'1". Oh, that's a freshman for the Wolverines. Didn't realize that till now. Washington on the left side gives up Marley. Now to Muldrew, and he'll do the work. Deep three, doesn't get it. And every time that Muldrew pretty much touches or shoots the ball, he is heckled by the Bentonville West student section. Coleman now with it, gives it up to Price. Gets it to Dumas. Now Thompson. Looking for the shooter. Moore, three, back of the iron. Thompson rebound, goes right to him. Back out, the freshman, Coleman, three, up three, good. 17-13, and if anybody's gotten the shots to fall, it is Bentonville West here early. No one in really big numbers, but they've had a lot of people. They've done it by committee. Here to start. Coleman, who is getting chance from his own student section, saying he is a freshman. And a foul down low on the Wildcats. Marley will pick up the foul, his first personal. Uno Branch will come in for him. Coleman, back out three, Moore gets it to fall. Cooper Moore from three-point territory. They've yelled shooter at him all night. He's hit 2 threes. Here to start. They call the foul up top. That'll be 2 free throws for Cortland Muldrew at the line. That's the second on Q Thompson, who has done a lot of the defensive work on him, especially that you have Tidwell on the bench, who started with the assignment of Muldrew. Muldrew sinks the first. Muldrew shooting the second, will get it to fall. He's got 4 in the ball game now. 53.6 left to go in the half. Coleman will slow it down. Thompson, back up Price. Now Coleman, Coach Trent Lloyd calling out the plays. First-year head coach for the Wolverines. His first taste of 6A West basketball here tonight. Price up and in. And for his first 6A West game, the defensive schemes he's thrown in there, the offensive firepower he's been able to display from multiple people, I'd say it's a good first half debut. Now, can they finish in the second half? That is the question for the Wolverines. They send a double team at Muldrew. He's keeping it with 2 seconds. Bledsaw to Wood. He's got 1. 3 up, 3, no good. And that will end our first half of action. The Wildcats trail by 7 going into halftime, 22-15. And I'll just say it, I wasn't expecting this kind of defensive duel between these two teams, but they have gone at it. And it has really been nothing more than just a dogfight between these two. We'll come back with third quarter action after a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We've got a fun one for you in the second half.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello Planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Har-Ber Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I am Paul Gray, principal at Har-Ber High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feet program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibility.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Welcome back. Second half action here in Wolverine Arena in Centerton, Arkansas. I'm Connor Jenkins, bringing you the festivities here tonight and all season for the Har-Ber Wildcats. We've got a 22-15 game, a 7-point advantage in favor of the Bentonville West Wolverines. They will start with the ball and will get to dictate the first play of this second half. Coleman, the freshman, with the ball, gives up Price. He's driving inside against Wood, puts up the shot, no good. Had the move, didn't have the finish. Muldrew in the full court, gives up Washington. He's got baseline, puts up the shot and good. And that's a much faster, much better start than the Wildcats have had here today. Coleman, sidestep, he almost had a three if he wanted one. Now Moore, he's the shooter. Now Tidwell. Tidwell's back. He's got 2 fouls, so that's something to watch. He's played the primary defense on Muldrew here tonight. Him and Thompson have double-teamed that assignment. And Tidwell adds some points to his defensive work. He's got 6. 24-17 now our score. Muldrew initiating the offense, getting the screen from Washington. Now the double being sent. Back out Washington. 3 up 3. Doesn't hit, and that's something that the Wolverines are taking advantage of. They are saying to the supporting cast of the Wildcats, other than Muldrew and Wood, beat us. Coleman gives up Tidwell. Gets the screen, working up top against Bledsaw, going inside, sending back out, but a travel called, and that will go the other way. Muldrew will bring it across the timeline. 6:30 left to go in the third. Gives it to Washington. They're posting up Wood, but he gets pushed all the way. They send a double on him as well. Morley! Knock, knock, who's there? It's Morley inside for the dunk. And that's a grown man move. Wow. That is a sophomore who just soared above, climbed the ladder for the dunk. And the foul called, that one will go to Marley, his second. And that's something Marley can do. That is why I have done this for 5 years now, and I am comfortable saying Marley is one of my favorite Wildcats of all time because he gives me some of my best calls of all time with his dunks and his athleticism on defense and offense. Coleman gives up, Moore, deep three, gets it to fall. Cooper Moore, 6-foot junior guard, has hit 3 threes in this ball game now for the Wolverines. 27-19, 8-point advantage for the Wolverines. Washington wide open, corner three, doesn't get it. Rough night for Washington so far. He started off hot, had 5 points, and has really been a little too quiet for comfort for the Wildcats ever since. Double team being sent, even a threatened triple team on Muldrew. Back up to Marley, and now a push called after the ball was moved as Muldrew hit the floor. Tidwell will pick up the foul, his third personal. The question is, will Coach Lloyd ride with him? And I see Q Thompson coming off the bench. But Q Thompson also has 2. So the 2 primary defenders that have picked up Muldrew all night, have held him to 4 points, are in a little bit of a foul-y situation here. That's not a word, but I like to use it. Q Thompson has 2 fouls, and Tidwell sits down with 3. Wood, now with the ball, gives up Muldrew, guarded by Thompson, who's using the measuring stick. Keeping Muldrew up top. Muldrew on an island, looking for some coconuts, and cannot get the shot to fall. And Coleman will bring it the other way. The freshman, 6'1" guard for Bentonville West. See, this is what I can do with a roster. We can spice it up a little bit with some information. Inside for Price, the push down low from Wood. He'll pick up his first, team second. Q Thompson will inbound on the baseline off a line set for Bentonville West. They get it inside to Dumas. Now to Price, who they have posted up Wood a lot with. As he misses that one. Marley in transition. Throw it down. Slamma jamma. Thank you, mama. By Marley. 27-21. 4:42 left to go in the third period. And some two emphatic dunks by Marley here to start this third quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
We're back into the action. A 6-point advantage for the Bentonville West Wolverines. 4:40 left to go in the third period. And I have had some fun tonight. Not tonight. In the third quarter with Marley, who has hit 2 back-to-back emphatic dunks here in our third quarter. Coleman, shot no good. And I say we feed the hot jumper. By jumper, I mean dunker. Muldrew gets inside the long step. Weaving through the defense was Muldrew. And the timeout called, the full timeout called by Coach Trent Lloyd and the Bentonville West Wolverines. We'll take a quick timeout with them. I know we don't like commercials. I love commercials, though, because they get to show us a chance of who provides this live stream for us. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to Dr. Cleveland, Paul Greep, Athletic Directors Keith Fimple, Chris Wood, Eric Burnett, and, of course, Donald Tucker. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas.
Welcome back. 4:13 left to go in the third period. A 4-point advantage for the Bentonville West Wolverines. It was a 7-point advantage at halftime. The Wildcats have had some very good finishes at the rim. And now we are back into the action after the timeout from Bentonville West. As Zaire James will check into the ball game, he'll replace the freshman guard Carter Coleman. Uno Branch, the sophomore guard, will set to check in at the next dead ball for the Wildcats. Q Thompson up top, wide open, three more. He has been a sniper from long range. Muldrew now up top. He's got 6 in the ball game against Zaire James. In the corner, now the double team being sent. When you send a double, there's someone wide open. They found him, but it's stolen away. Thompson now has the ball, looking to push. No one stops the ball. Thompson, and the blocking foul called. That will be, I think, in the shooting motion. Taven Bledsoe will pick up his second personal. Team's third here in the quarter, as Q Thompson will go to the line to shoot 2. A 7-point advantage now turned still 7. As Branch will check in, replacing Washington, a smaller yet more, I would just say smaller lineup out there for Coach Deffenbaugh. A little more up in your face defensively on the ball pressure. As Q Thompson knocks down the free throw. Now an 8-point advantage for Bentonville West. Or a 7-point, I don't know, they're not updating the board. Yeah, okay, they updated it late. 8-point advantage now, 31-23. Branch gets it inside to Wood. Wood doubled on the corner, dribbles out of it, pull up jumper, backboard, and the bank is open for Hayden Wood. Took a little bit to get there. Zaire James fouled on the floor. That will be another foul picked up by the Wildcats. That'll be Marlee's third personal. He's been the top scorer of the quarter for the Wildcats with 4. And he's got 3 now on the foul count. Trying to get inside, they do to Zaire James, picked up by Branch. A veteran guard against a sophomore. Zaire James going inside for 2 and rims out, no good. Muldrew guarded by James. A different matchup now sent at Muldrew. As Muldrew, fadeaway jumper, good. If he gets hot, this could be a different ball game. Thompson now with it. 4-point advantage. And it seems like every time the Wolverines kind of extend it a little more, the Wildcats extend it right back. Cooper Moore, 3, rims out. He's been lethal, but misses that one. Going up top, and a little too up top from Muldrew, as that will be going the other way. And I had a good one on that one. I had a catchphrase ready to go. I've already used 3 of them. I haven't used Dipsy Doo, so we might have to get to that one. I'm being told maybe I should. Zaire James, now Price, looking inside. Now James back with it up top against Branch. Gets it to Cooper Moore. Back to James. He's been looking for the 3. He gets the 3. 2 fall for the Wolverines. And like I said, that has been one of the best 6-mans we've had in the 6A West over his tenure. This is his 3rd year playing in the 6A West, and he knows how to put the ball in the hole. Wood misses that one. Q Thompson looking to push. No, never mind. He'll slow it right back down. Coach Lloyd controlling the pace from Thompson. Never mind. He pulls up from 3. I can't read Thompson right now. Marlee with the rebound, a shared rebound. And that'll be a jump ball call. The possession arrow will favor Har-Ber. 34-27, the 7-point advantage for Bentonville West. So every time the Wildcats have answered, the Bentonville West Wolverines have returned the email and answered back. Seven-point advantage right now for the West Wolverines. 1:23 left to go. This is their first conference game, their conference opener, their home opener. And the Wildcats' second game in conference, and they've done a great job here to start, have the Wolverines. It's been really a low-scoring affair, considering that this Wildcat team hit 80 on Saturday. 80 plus, I should say. Muldrew with it, sidestep, up three, good! Cortland Muldrew from downtown. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot another one for a potential 4-point play. And you want to get back into a ball game and make a stride. Well, 4 points in one shot, well, that's a good way to start. Muldrew. He'll be short on the free throw and won't complete the 4-point play, but he gets 3. Pretty good consolation prize on that one. A minute left to go in the third. Who will get the final bucket? Price. Now to Thompson, wide open 3, short. Muldrew with the rebound. He has numbers, keeps it for himself. 45 seconds left to go in the third. There is a shot clock. Muldrew up top, sidestep 3, he's feeling it. Doesn't get it, Bledsoe rebound, back out Muldrew. Guarded by James. Auctioneer style commentating here, and sidestep, mid-range. Gets it to Paul, and a technical foul called. That one will be assessed to Cortland Muldrew, as he did point at the student section of Bentonville West, who has been giving him the business all night. He hit the bucket, he pointed at the student section, and now the student section is going outrageous after the technical foul. What was a huge momentum shift for Har-Ber might swing back to Bentonville West, as they will get free throws here. Moore sinks the first, he'll get another, and they will get the ball after the Muldrew bucket. Moore has 13, tying the top scorer of the game, Muldrew. Now he's got 14. He is the top scorer now. Thompson will inbound, 33.6. So the Bentonville West Wolverines will have the opportunity to have the last shot in this game, and that's what Coach Lloyd looks like he might be calling. Not in any rush, with no shot clock on, are the West Wolverines up by 4 here in the third. 17 left in the third. Zahir James. 10 seconds. The count has started on the 5-second count. James breaks it. 7 seconds. James inside for 2 and is fouled. A blocking foul called on Bledsoe. That'll be his third. Bledsoe picks up his third. Zahir James will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Wolverines. The Wildcats will have 6 seconds to answer back on the offensive end. James sinks the first. (37-32). And he sinks the second. The whole pair is there. 38-32. James has 5. Muldrew picked up in the full court, and a foul, but they had fouls to give. Did the Wolverines. Now they're 2 away from the bonus. So if they want to stop momentum, they've got one more free one to stop it. 4.7 left to go in the third period. Muldrew gets the ball, guarded by James in the full court. He's got one. Pull up. White line. Doesn't go in. Hits the front of the iron, and that will do it for the third quarter. 38-32, a 6-point lead going into the fourth. A very low-scoring affair, but a defensive masterclass from really both of these teams to hold each other this low. We'll see who can knock down the buckets there in the fourth. I'm Connor Jenkins. We'll be right back here with Springdale Athletic Foundation television presentation of Har-Ber Wild Wildcat basketball.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Har-Ber High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Welcome back. A fresh 8 on the fourth quarter clock, and we've got ourselves a ball game. 38-32, a 6-point advantage in favor of the West Wolverines. Jabari Washington set to check in at the next dead ball. He's already at the scores table. And we just started. Coleman, now Tidwell over to Moore. 3 up, he got hit. And there you go, that'll be 3 fouls. And that's a shooter, you've got to close out on that as much as possible. But the cardinal rule of defense on shooters is do not foul them. Because if that goes in like it did earlier for Muldrew, that's a 4-point potential play, which can really swing a game. But that will be the 4th foul on Bledsoe. He was a little shaken on the fall, but is now back up. That'll send Moore to the line. He'll shoot 3 free throws. He hit 2 earlier off the technical. We're only 13 seconds left, or 13 seconds into the fourth quarter, and that free throw missed for Cooper Moore. Commentator's jinx working out for the Wildcats there after the missed free throw. He's got 2 more, though. He sinks the second. The third missed, so he missed 2 of the 3. Still a 7-point advantage. Now Muldrew against Tidwell. Fade away, jumper good. That's a Washington commit for you as he gets the fadeaway jumper. Muldrew's got 15, but it has been a very strugglesome game for him by the defense of the Wolverines. They played very physical with him, but he has finally found a little more stride in his offense. And that will be a foul on Muldrew. He picked up the technical earlier, so he's got to watch what he says. If people are not accustomed to technical fouls, they are looking for it after the first one. Doesn't take much to get the second and the ejection. It definitely takes some circumstances, but they will be looking for those circumstances. 7:10 left to go in the fourth period. 39-34, 5-point advantage for Bentonville West. Price going inside, hook shot or jump shot, whatever you want to call it. No good. Muldrew will come the other way. He's picked up by Tidwell. Trying to get a back or a sidestep or back step. Tidwell jumping, and he got him in the air, and that's something that if you do against Muldrew, it is going to be troublesome. Muldrew is a experienced guard in this league, his 4th year in the 6A West, and he knows how to draw a foul, that's for sure. Tidwell will come into the game. He's got 4 fouls, 6 points. Does Drake Tidwell, the 6'2 junior guard. He's going to most likely come back, I'd say, at the 3 to 2 minute mark for Bentonville West. Muldrew now with it, has Washington, not anymore. He wants Thompson on an island. All to himself. Will he feast? As he misses on that one. Coleman will come the other way. Looking at a horns action right now for West. They get it to Thompson. He'll drive baseline against 2. Puts it in. Q Thompson inside. He's got the lead extended to 7. He's got 6 himself. 41-34 is our score. And timeout called, a full timeout called by Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh and the men's Wildcat team. We'll take a full timeout with them to hear from a few of our sponsors who make this possible. Thank you so much to all of them here at Springdale Athletic Foundation. I'm Connor Jenkins. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Right now, I am saying take me home, country roads, because I want to go home. I am tired. As that was the song being played right there. 6:09 left to go in the fourth period. 41-34, 7-point advantage for the Bentonville West Wolverines after the timeout by Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh. DJ will come into the game, number 12 for the Wildcats. He's looking for a new matchup out there. Interesting substitution. Marley downtown, and he'll capitalize. Q Thompson now with the ball, and a foul called on the floor. That will go to Marley. That's his 4th personal. So the player that just hit that good 3 now has 4 personals. Coach Deffenbaugh looking like he's going to ride it out because he's got Bledsoe with 4 as well. Going inside for 2. That's the freshman guard, Coleman, who gets the basket. 6 points now is the lead for West. And a blocking foul and 1, Hayden Wood. He can't get 3 points on the perimeter. He'll go get them inside. He can get them both. Wood will go to the line to shoot 1. Wood sinks it, and now we've got a 3-point ball game. I just wanted to clarify, go slower. 43-40 is our score. Coleman has it now. Thompson, how long will Tidwell sit is the question. No Zaire James as well right now. Thompson gives it inside, Dumas, and he will be fouled. If that's on Marley, that's a foul out. Will they call it? They did. Marley will foul out of the ball game. He's got 9 points and has really been a very good player for this Wildcat team here in the second half. He'll come out, but Bledsoe will come back, and Bledsoe's got 4. Marley very frustrated over there on the sideline. Did not agree with the call. Wildcat fans did not agree with it either. The first free throw, doesn't matter. It was a lane violation, so it'll go the other way. Correction earlier, number 12, BJ Grundy for the Wildcats, not DJ, I mispronounced it. Muldrew, downtown tied ball game. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 43-43. And I said it earlier, you let him spark a fire, he'll light a house down. Muldrew with the three. Up top, Dumas sets the screen, but it's an illegal screen. He was not set. His foot was sliding. 43-43, and it looks like Coach Lloyd, yes, he will take the time out. He has 3 of those left, and he'll take one of them right now. We'll take one with him. I don't know how many timeouts I have left, but I'm going to use them to my fullest. We'll take one real quick. We'll be right back here at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television Network.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
.43, 4:45 left to go in the fourth period, and we've got ourselves a barn burner, and that's the best term I have for it. But we've got ourselves a ball game. I guess that's just a way to say it too. That's boring though. We've got Wood, Washington, Bledsaw with 4 fouls, Muldrew, and BJ Grundy, who has not seen a lot of minutes this year in varsity for the Wildcats, but has done a great job in the JV squad for Coach Potteroff and the Wildcats. Screen up top, Muldrew, fadeaway jumper guarded by Dumas, tipped away by Grundy, rebounded by Washington. Muldrew off the screen from Bledsaw, attacking 3, does not get it, and the Wildcats go scoreless on the possession, and a foul instead of a jump ball is called on Hayden Wood. Hayden Wood's second. And the Wildcats are already in the bonus, so every foul from now on is 2 free throws. And we've got 4:23 left to go in the fourth period. That is something to watch here. Tidwell will come back. Zaire James will come back after this first free throw. Coach Lloyd putting back in a 4-foul player in Tidwell, who has played primary defense on Muldrew all game. As Dumas hits the first, they'll replace Coleman and Thompson. Zaire James has 1 foul. Oh, no, wrong person. Dumas misses that one. Zaire James used to be number 10. And so in my commentating mind, I still have him as number 10, but he's number 1 right now. Wood, right side, kicks it out, BJ Grundy. Shoots up the 3, gets it to fall! BJ Grundy off the bench, making his presence known for the Wildcats, and you love to see it. Take your opportunity in stride, young man. Tidwell gets the screen, switched onto by Wood, gives it back. The Wildcats have the lead now by 2. First time they've led in a very long time. Zaire James gets screen from Dumas, back to James, inside to Price, and a foul called on the entry. Bledsaw will pick up his 5th. That is now 2 Wildcats fouled out of the game. Really testing the depth of Coach Tommy Deffenbach's squad are these referees. Bledsaw will come out, Branch will come in, and now you have fouled out 2 starting forwards for the Wildcats. Jabari Washington is the only forward on the court now. I mean, you can count Wood, but he's really a shooting guard, as the first free throw is good. Price looking to tie it up. And he will not do so, but a rebound tipped away, and Branch will recover. 3:30 left to go in the fourth period. You also have Branch, who is a sophomore, who's going to play really crunch time minutes here late in the game. Getting the screen, Zaire James trailing, Muldrew, fade away, no good, rebounded by Tidwell. Zaire James has it in the full court looking to push against Branch. Going inside, creates the contact, gets the two. Zaire James, and we have a loud environment here in Wolverine Arena as Coach Tommy Devenbaugh will call the timeout. Ooh, we've got ourselves a ball game. A full timeout called. 3 minutes left to go, and it really is anybody's ball game with a 1-point advantage towards Bentonville West. Well, we've got a timeout. We're going to take it because this is going to be a game till the last second, and we want to be with you here for it all at Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Minutes left to go in the fourth period. 47-46, 1-point advantage for Bentonville West, and this is a lit arena. That's the best word I have. Wood has the ball and stepped out of bounds. It'll go the other way after the timeout by Coach Tommy Devenbaugh. Zaire James now with it, and a foul called. The referees keeping it tight here. That one goes to Hayden Wood, his third. And that's automatic 2 free throws. Dawson, or not Dawson, that's his brother. Landon Price will now go to the line to shoot 2. What a game here in the second game of conference for the Wildcats, the first game for the Wolverines. Landon Price sinks the first. He's got 6. And Price sinks the pair. 49-46. This is the reigning conference champions in the Wildcats, who are down by 3. This would be a huge win for the Bentonville West Wolverines, but the Wildcats, can they keep their stride and come back? 49-46, down by 3. Muldrew with the ball, going inside, weaving for 2, gets it to fall. Cortland Muldrew fouled on the play and will go to the line to shoot another. Zaire James gets his 3rd personal, and now that's the 4th team foul on Bentonville West. So we're shooting bonus free throws the rest of the game for both these teams. This could be down to the wire, and it could be free throw drills down to the wire as far as we know. 49-49, anybody's ball game. 2:25 left to go. Gives it up Moore. He's guarded by B.J. Grundy. Now back to Moore. He'll shoot up the 3, short. He kind of rushed it because Grundy had the very good closeout. Didn't even put a hand up, it was under him. Muldrew fade away, rebounds his own. Stolen away, Moore in the full court. Moore inside, gets it to fall. A shot by Cooper Moore. He's got 17 and sinks it for Bentonville West. Muldrew gets bumped, going inside, weaving for 2, and is fouled. (51-49), 2-point advantage for West as Cortland Muldrew can go to the line to tie it up. Muldrew hits the first. Minute and 49 left to play in the fourth. 51-50, tied ball game. It is not. West will keep the 1-point advantage after the missed free throw from Muldrew, and Coach Lloyd is saying slow it down. Trent Lloyd, first year in the 6A West. This is his first conference game ever in the 6A West and for Bentonville West. And he is up by 1. James guarded by Branch. Now Price, a minute and 25, but 10 on the shot clock. That's the number to watch. Over to Dumas. Back to Price. 5 seconds. 3, 2, Price. Shot. Doesn't get it, but rebounded by Dumas. And timeout called by Coach Lloyd. The offensive rebound by Dumas extends the hope for Bentonville West. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here as we have, this is a fun game. This is a very fun game. 51-50, a 1-point advantage for Bentonville West as they have the ball after the timeout by Coach Lloyd. The offensive rebounded by Dumas off the missed shot to beat the shot clock by Price, and they've got 33 seconds to waste here if they want to. A minute and 11, 33 seconds is a lot. People in the stands saying you have to score here if you're Bentonville West to be more comfortable in this situation. This is anybody's ball game, but with a bucket here, it can be an overtime game. Possibly. Zaire James gives up to Cooper Moore, up top to Dumas, the pressure, back cut, inside to Tidwell. A defensive miscue from the Wildcats results in the bucket. Muldrew, pull up, 3, good! Cortland Muldrew, nylon. 53-53, 45.9 left to go in the fourth period. Coach Tommy Deffenbaugh and the Wildcats will call the full timeout. We will take a full timeout with them. We'll be right back here on Springdale.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every.
Welcome back. 53-53, 45.9 left to go in the fourth period. I say 0.9 with an emphasis. You might not think it's that important, but in a game like this, 0.9 could be a shot in a game winner. You never know. Zaire James with the ball and the decision-making power. About a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. James to Price. He fakes the 3. Gets Wood to commit. Now Moore. He's been lethal here tonight. Back to James. He's the big-time shot maker if you're the Wolverines. He goes up for 2. Gets it to fall. Zaire James. 20 seconds. Muldrew with the ball. 55-53. Wolverines with a lead. And no, I am not happy for either team right now. I'm just calling a game as I see it. Timeout called from Coach Deffenbaugh and the Wildcats. I have no bias in this game because this is basketball. 30-second timeout. 55-53, 2-point advantage for the Wildcats, and they will control their fate here. Will they go for 2? Will they go for 2 and send it to overtime, or will they go for the go-ahead 3 to win the ball game? We shall see. 9.2. We're staying right here in Wolverine Arena, and I might have to take a long, extended skip class nap here. I don't know. It's a game. Coach Steffenbaugh draws up the play. He'll have it sideline out of bounds right by himself. Hayden Wood will inbound. 9.2 on the clock, a 2-point ball game. If you are a Wildcat fan, we should have some fun. Trent Lloyd, he wanted to see what the Wildcats were set up in. He did so. Almost got a technical running up to the referee because he kind of left his box. But he got exactly what set the Wildcats were in. If Steffenbaugh has to adjust here, because now the defense is going to adjust to the formation that the set was in. 9.2, 55-53 in what is a game here in the second game of conference for the Lady Wildcats, for the Har-Ber Wildcats. And this is the first game for Bentonville West. I've said that numerous times, but if you're just now tuning in, Wildcats 1-0 in conference. The Bentonville West Wolverines 0-0 in conference. This is their first game. Coach Trent Lloyd's first game in the 6A West Conference. I mean, could be a massive win for them, but this is also a determiner in Wildcat season. This is a sign. Can they fight back from trailing almost the entire second half and second quarter? Can they withstand the test of Bentonville West? Gets inside to Muldrew. Going for for three, I should say. Miss Wood, tip back in. Price in the full court. Shot up. Shot no good, and that is overtime. That is overtime. 55-55. And the fifth period, or overtime, is coming up. West Arena, oh my. I don't know if I have it in me. And hey, if Mr. Park, if you're listening at home, I don't know if you are, but you missed a good one. I can tell you that. 4 minutes coming up in our overtime. I will take a quick commercial break to rest the vocal cords for what is set to be a great overtime. We'll be right back on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. One.
Sometimes a dream car.
Welcome back to Centerton, Arkansas, which is the stage for our barn burner. 55-55, 4 minutes on the overtime clock. And if you're wondering, if you're just now joining us, no Taven Bledsaw, no Marley. They have both fouled out of this ball game. BJ Grundy getting some minutes in varsity. Wood, who just hit the putback game tire to send it to overtime. Wood has 10 in the ballgame now. That put him in double digits, was that putback off the Muldrew missed shot. Muldrew double teamed up top, dribbles through the double team, pull away, jumper, doesn't go. Rebounded by Wood and Price. A jump ball in the possession arrow will favor Bentonville West. That is the luxury of having a Hayden Wood. He is D1, but he is D1 in a lot more than scoring the ball. His rebounding, defense, and everything in between has been on point for the Wildcats this season. Showing up in the clutch was Hayden Wood to send it to overtime. Thompson looking for Tidwell. A legal screen called on Zahir James. That is his fourth personal. He's got 9 points. He had the go-ahead shot to put the Wolverines up by 2 before the putback by Wood off the missed shot from Muldrew. So 4 for Zahir James, 4 for Tidwell, who have really done a lot of defensive work on Muldrew as well as Thompson, but really it's been the double team. Coach Lloyd has sent double teams constantly at both Wood and Muldrew. As the charge, nothing called, rebounded by Dumas. It has to be something, unless the contact was not there. I'm not on the court, though. Thompson gets the screen from Dumas, comes around it, using against BJ Grundy. Now Price Landon Price, one of the most experienced players, as well as Zaire James on this Bentonville West team with a lot of youth. Gives it up, Thompson, up three. Rims out, no good. Price rebound, put back, fouled and one. Landon Price inside for two. His brother was a Bentonville West star player, Dawson Price. You can put him up there with some of the legends of Bentonville West. But right there, Landon Price making his case to be in that conversation as well. He's got 9, looking to make it 10, and a 3-point lead. And he does not get the free throw. 2:45 left to go in overtime. 57-55, Muldrew inside for 2, gets it to go. Gets the lay as he weaves through the defender. Zaire James, no one back to defend. Keeps it to himself against Branch, gets it back out Tidwell. And I'm going to take a breath. 2:27 left to go in overtime. Thompson gets the screen from Dumas. Going inside, has Washington to beat, gets it! Another and one play. And the Wolverine faithful are showing up in volume. Jabari Washington will pick up the foul. That's his first personal. Q Thompson looking to convert. And does not. No conversions on three-point plays in a row for Bentonville West. Puts them up by 2 again. Muldrew with the ball, the double team coming. He's guarded by Tidwell, gets taken out. And Tidwell, if that's on him, he will foul out of the game. It is. Tidwell will come out. He is done for the night. He looks like he's limping. Cooper Moore will come back. So Tidwell will foul out. Marlee, Taven Bledsoe for the Wildcats are already fouled out. And we've got 2:12 left to go in overtime. Muldrew at the free throw line, down by 2 on the Wildcats. Muldrew, will he have ice in his veins? He does on the first. Whew. I need to check my heartbeat after this game. This is a quick-paced game. Muldrew sinks the second. Ice cold in the veins is Muldrew on the pair. 59-59, 2:07 left to play in the fourth period. Horn set here for West. As that one's tipped away, Dumas recovers. Price inside for 2, gets it. Landon Price, and right now, neither team's getting stops. Going back and forth, trading 2s. Muldrew, sidestep, and a foul called on Thompson. He reached his hand in the cookie jar, and Muldrew will get 3 cookies at the line. I don't know if that works, but I'm going with it. 1:47 left to play in overtime. A 2-point advantage for Bentonville West. This could be a mood shifter. Instead, the first free throw is missed, and now the most you can get is a tied ball game with Muldrew at the line. Wow. Wow, oh wow. 61-60, 1-point lead for Bentonville West. 1:47 left to play in OT. Muldrew makes the second. He gets 2 of the 3 and ties up the ball game, 61-61. 1:40 left to play in OT. A 2-3 zone right now by Har-Ber. Thompson screening the top guy, and they get Price inside. Oh, a go-ahead missed. Recovered. And wow, a timeout called by Bentonville West, and there was no possession. Wildcat fans are aggravated as didn't look to be clear possession from anyone, and if anything, it should have been a jump ball, but the jump ball would have favored the Wildcats. So a lose-lose situation right there for the Wildcats, and that will prevent them from getting the stop, and that will go back to Bentonville West. They will get that on the baseline with 1:26 left to go in overtime. We will take a quick commercial break, and I mean quick. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. my gosh.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast.
Welcome back, a minute and 26 in overtime. Sorry to cut the commercials, but this is basketball. This is the peak of it. 61-61, and what was a very low-scoring game at half. We've picked up the momentum for both teams here in the second half. They get it inside to Dumas. Price going inside, tipped away by Branch, but a foul on the floor on Uno Branch, the sophomore guard who was a defensive stopper for this Cats team, will pick up the foul. Price at the line, looking to make it a two-point ball game, does so on the first. 62-61, and we swing back to the Bentonville West Side. Stops not happening here. We're getting straight-up buckets. Price sinks the second. 63-61, two-point ball game. Muldrew with it. A minute and 18 in overtime. Muldrew getting doubled. In the corner, pull up, doesn't get it. Was not touched on the play. Thompson inside for two, gets it to fall in overtime. The clutch stop and the clutch bucket from Thompson. He's doing it all. Muldrew for two, no. Tip back, no. Out of bounds, and West ball. 51.8. And it is 65-61. Everyone, I hope you just heard me. A 4-point advantage in favor of Bentonville West in overtime with 52 left to go. They've gotten two stops in a row against Muldrew. And there's one timeout left. It's only with Deffenbaugh. He's the only one left with one. Price has it. The fate of the West Wolverines now in the hands of James. And the foul called. Wood has 4 fouls, by the way. I just now realized that. Wood has 4 fouls. His next foul, he's out. You've already got Marley and Bledsoe out. Zaire James to ice it. Misses the first. If he makes the second, this is already a 2-possession ball game, but he would extend it to even more and a chance to maybe do another double overtime if the Wildcats come back. As he sinks the second, 66-61. Wildcats are not going to waste any time off the clock. They get it across half court, not wasting any seconds. Muldrew, pull up, 3, good! Cortland Muldrew! 66-64. Muldrew has 34. 31.2 left to play in overtime. The Wildcats trailing by 2. And just for the safety of my health, we will take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Welcome back. Overtime basketball, probably the 2 best words, that's 2 words, in sports. 31.2 left to go in OT. Zaire James, the full court trap, gives it to Thompson. Break the press they do. Price. And a foul called. .4. Jabari Washington will pick up his third. 66-64. And Price sinks it. He has this free throw is the most crucial one that we've had in this ball game. He sinks this. This is 2-possession ball game. He doesn't. And now Mulder has a chance to tie it up. Or the Wildcats, but Mulder's my bet. He will shoot it. Doesn't get it. Price with the rebound. Mulder with the steal. Gets back up Branch. Back out, and it's tipped away. Both players on the floor. Give it up to James. Up in 2. No good. No putback. And good. 2 points. What was that play? 1 second left. And that is the ball game. An overtime win for Bentonville West. And now a fight. We will not mention that. 69-64, a 5-point win in overtime for Bentonville West. What a game. The Bentonville West Wolverines playing with everything they had. And they come up with the win, the upset win in Wolverine Arena. That is going to do it for us here tonight as, oh my. The Wildcats go to 1-1 in conference play. They go into Fayetteville on Friday. And for Coach Lloyd's first ever 6A West game, I am impressed. As a guy that has been doing this for 5 years, that was a performance. And one of the best games I have commentated. That'll do it for us here tonight. Thank you for everybody joining us. On behalf of Donald Tucker, Athletic Directors Keith Fimple, Eric Burnett, Chris Wood, and Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, I'm Connor Jenkins, and what was a great night of basketball is over. We'll see you next time on Friday.